Oh my god. I think you have to get smushed today.
Okay.
If I'm done before 3, I'll do so. I have a call at 2 though. She says it's marked for 2 hours, but I don't think it's gonna be 2 hours. That would be insane.
Good morning. Test, test, testy, tester, test. Yeah, okay, it works. Never. If it's outside and stuff, it's harsher, but if it's inside and then in the winter you take your battery and you put it on a tender, it's usually fine. Also, there's new batteries, like there's the lighter ones. And I tried those for a bit, and those ones would die every couple of years, so it was just like I just went back to the good old lead acid, and they're good. Yeah, they're great. Sometimes the charger on your bike can screw up too, and then it's actually that's not charging it properly, and that could be a problem, not actually the battery. But I find batteries are usually good for like 5 years.
I lost Gwen. She was my MJ. I couldn't save her.
I don't want to get over her. I don't want to get over her. I don't want to get over her.
You gotta let it go.
Bottom line, I realized that sometimes love
Black
means taking
Punk
a step back.
said, Emo Drone series is popular.
Taking a step back.
I don't want to get over her. I don't want to get over her.
You gotta let it go.
Bottom line, I realized that sometimes love means taking a step back.
I don't want to get over her.
You gotta let it go.
Bottom line, I realized that sometimes love means taking a step back.
So time heals all wounds, I guess.
wasn't time that did it.
At least you found love.
I wish I never did find it. Because it hurts too much.
So time heals all wounds, I guess.
It wasn't time that did it.
At least you found love.
I wish I never did find it. Because it hurts too much.
I can let you go and still love you.
I don't want to throne. I just want you to be okay.
I just wanted you to know.
Okay.
I just wanted you to know. There'll be a piece of you and me always.
If you want to go, I want you to know it's okay.
I just want you to be okay.
I just want.
I just want you to be okay.
I just wanted you to know. There'll be a piece. You and me always.
If you want to go, I want you to know it's okay. It's okay.
I can love you and still let you go.
It's okay.
So, Hannah? I love you.
I just want you to be okay.
I just wanted you to know. There'll be a piece of you and me always.
If you want to go, I want you to know it's okay.
I can love you and still let you go.
It's okay.
So, Hannah? And still let you go.
It's okay.
So, Hannah? I love you. Go.
It's okay.
So, Hannah? I love you.
It's okay.
I love you. And I let you go. let you go. I love you. And I let you go.
I just want you to be okay.
I just wanted you to know there'll be a piece of you and me always.
If you want to go,
I love you. I love you. And I let you go.
I just want you to be okay.
I love you. I love you. And I let you go. I love you. And I let you go.
I just want you to be okay.
I just wanted you to know there'll be a piece of you and me always.
if you want to go, I want you to know it's okay.
I can love you and still let you go.
It's okay.
So gay.
I love you. And I let you go.
It's okay. It's like, it's so gay. Oh, man. Oh, that makes me happy.
I love you. And I let you go.
I just want you to be okay.
I just wanted you to know there'll be a piece of you and me always.
You know what? For as like so unromantic as you are and sentimental. sentimental. You like all of this, like.
I'm so romantic and sentimental.
crap.
It's just
Like, I
hard.
don't
It's just
understand.
hard to be crazy about some psychopath, okay?
I want you to know it's okay.
Well, usually I'd be like with a gentle, delicate creature that needs to be loved, but instead I'm with like chocolate.
I can love you and still let you go.
It's okay.
I love you. And I let you go.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We did it. We made our emo. Which one are we on now? Oh, it's so good. Yo, we're gonna cross 500 subs. Something is doing something. Something's getting some views right now. This one, the cute little drone. Oh, on one of my on my drone channels, something's shooting it up. I have a big canker sore on my tongue, so it hurts to talk, so I'm in a bad mood. I just want to like burn it off.
You can't burn it off. You should pot it.
Like some peroxide or something, I don't know.
I love you. And I let you go.
I just want you to be happy.
I just wanted you to know. You'll be a piece of me always.
I want to let you know that a piece of me is going to be inside you always.
I
And
love you.
you'll never be
Still let you
complete
go.
except for when my peace is inside you.
I love you.
Then we'll be one. I'll be in you,
Matthew, just be quiet.
You'll have a piece of me
Just
inside of you. I just want you to know I feel incomplete unless I'm inside you.
You're so funny.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know. I'm
funny.
so funny.
Black Hum said, "Oh my."
So funny, right? I'm gonna have to hunt for more content once I get through these.
Not.
We heard you the first time. No one cared.
Not.
No one cared.
Not.
No one's responding
Oh, I don't care.
because you're not funny.
You're not funny. Oh,
You want chips, of course you
shit. Wow.
do. Okay, now we gotta. Wait, I gotta save this. Go here.
Hey. That's what I want. I want cake.
See how many hours from the daily vlog we have to edit now. I got through like that first, like half. Oh God, I don't. Oh my God, really?
Matthew, you need to stop editing and you need to go get a job. That's what you need. That's what you need to do.
This is gonna be my job. I'm gonna be a real YouTuber.
You can't be a YouTuber if people don't like you and they don't want you to be one.
Oh my God. 11 hours. 11 hours. Oh God. Okay. I just got through editing like 6 hours. Now I got 11. Someone just kill me. So dumb.
Okay, welcome back. We're going to have a little talk today. We haven't had a little talk for a while. I want to just talk to you about keto. I want to talk to you about my workout and everything. So, basically, for the past... Okay, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to have... Okay, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to have what I like to call a talkie talk. We're going to talk about what I've been doing and what I recommend for beginners. Then we're going to talk about the things I have learned lately and what we're going to be doing. So, if that sounds good, stick around. Today we're going to have what I like to call a talkie talk. We're going to talk. Today we're going to have what I like to call a talkie talk. We're going to talk about what I've been doing and what I recommend for beginners. Then we're going to talk about the things I have learned lately and what we're going to be doing. So, if that sounds good, what we'll be doing. So, if that sounds good, stick around. Make sure you smash the subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Stick around. Make sure you smash the subscribe button. And I'm gonna go back to just being regular Matthew. Okay, so and I'm gonna go back to just being regular Matthew. Okay. Basically, we've been working out pretty consistently for the past couple years. We've lost a lot of weight. I think we've put on a decent amount of muscle. I feel really I feel good. I'm the strongest I've ever been. So we've done a good job. We've done this kind of by picking our body parts and then doing 100 reps each. And that's kind of been my system. I like to do chest and biceps, and that's kind of like the glory days. So we do 100 curls, and you can start off by doing 4 sets of 25. So 4 with 25. So 4 sets of 25, and now I'm doing out by doing 4 sets of 25, and now I'm usually at 2 sets of 40, 1 set of 30, so because that way I can break up the body workouts. So I'll do my 40 curls, my 40 hammer curls, and then my 30 of these overhead curls, and then overhead curls, and then chest. Chest is like the best. Chest is like the best, right? So we break that up. We'll do 40 flies, then we'll do 40 incline, and then we'll do 30 flat. Or if we're at the gym, we'll do the incline, the flat, and the decline. And the decline. And that's the arms and chest days. And it's actually arms and chest days. And volume means you can change so many things. So you can do heavier weights and do 10 times 10, but that to me it's wasting time. So I like it's wasting time. So I like starting off with 4 sets of 25, and then later taking it to 3 or 2 sets of 50. And when you do 2 sets of 50, you feel good. And because of all this volume training, you're not really hurting yourself because you can't grab a weight that is too heavy. You can't curl something 25 times, it's too heavy. So you end up being lighter, and you end up warming up your muscles. You end up being, so 5 times it's too heavy. So being lighter, and you end up you end up warming up your muscles well, and you end up really kind of building up your mind to body connection. Okay?
Okay.
Connection.
Okay.
Okay. We have our legs and triceps, because I hate legs, but I like triceps. So, just 100 squats, or sometimes I'll do sometimes I'll do goblet squats. Lately I've been doing just squats all the way to the bottom, 50 all the way to the bottom, and then 50 like this, like all the way to the bottom with your legs open. I don't even know what they're called, but we do that. Then when it comes to, we do that. Then when it comes to triceps, dips over. I love the double overhand, because with the double overhand with the barbell, what ends up happening is when you use that, you get to do both arms at the same time. I hate doing single body movements because then you have to do twice as many. But I do like the single arm. The single arm. As many, but I do like the single arm. The single arm is nice. Is nice. So okay, I curl both. Nice. So okay, you do 40 dips. You do 40 dips. You do 40 of these guys, and then you do 30 of these guys. Or close grip push-ups, not push-ups, but a close grip, like when you put it a close grip push-ups, not close grip push-ups, not push-ups, close grip, like when you put this close to your body, close to your body, and you push the weights up, you're actually doing your triceps also. So I like that one. So then that's day 2. Then day 3, we have that's day 2. Then day 3, we have day 3, we have that's day 2. Day 3, we have back and shoulders. Okay? And we have back and shoulders. Okay? And here at home, I'm always doing, so we'll do some deadlifts, some straight leg deadlifts. So you can do some bending leg deadlifts where you bend your legs and you do your deadlift, 25 of those. Then you can do straight leg, 25 of those. And then for left leg, 25 of those. And then for doing over and pulling the weights, get your back nice and straight, do some rows. Do 50 rows, and that's been like my back exercise. I've had good results with that. And then the 4th day. Sometimes I skip the 4th day and we're just rotating. But now we have the 4th day, which is more just we do some forearms, same thing, 100 forearm things, 100 calf raises, and 100 leg lifts. So we hang off the bar and we do some leg lifts. And that has been kind of my go-to. And I think that it's very important when you figure out what you want to do, that you do something you enjoy. That if you're going to make something you enjoy. If you're going to break up the body parts, that you put them in a way, like there might be the best scientific way, but this works for me kind of emotionally, and it was something that I can do consistently. And that's going to be the most important thing for you to succeed. You're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to enjoy working out. You're going to have to want to do it all the time. And I've done crazy workouts before, like P90, where I'm working out like every day for an hour, and it's too much. And even this, I can do it, but I have felt that I haven't been making as many gains. I've been kind of losing a bit more weight and getting a bit more fit, but I'm not really fit, but I'm not really activating muscle growth as much. So just as much. So now we're gonna change. We're gonna change. We're gonna keep the same order, but we're actually gonna be doing less work and more work at the same time. I'm gonna same time. I've really been kind of enjoying learning the Mike Menser method, like high intensity, the Mike Menser method, like high intensity training. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working out every second day. So we're not going to be doing it every day anymore. We're going to be doing it every second day. We're going to have the same body parts, but each workout, like, so, like, so on chest day, for instance, we're going to do the flies, and I'm going to pick a weight that I can kind of do almost 10 with. And it's going to take a while to kind of like figure that out. And then we're gonna do a weight that basically has me failing just after 10. And we're gonna do the one set. So we're gonna do the one set of flies, then we're gonna do the one set of incline, and then we're gonna do the one set flat. So we're gonna be doing closer to 30. We're not doing like 3 sets of 10. We're doing 1 to 2 sets. Like we might do the first set to kind of like warm up and figure out what we're doing. But it's mostly going to be one set where we find a weight that gets us to failure around 10 reps. And this way, we get to failure a little bit quicker, and we're working a little bit harder. I still think that if you're starting, you should do kind of my old way, because it's a good way to kind of really know your body. Like, I'm a lot more in touch with my body now when I go to the gym or when I do anything. I'm able to pick a weight that I can kind of get to failure with without like screwing up. Whereas if you were just starting and then you grab a weight that's too heavy or something, it's very easy to hurt yourself or to do something wrong. So I'm still like very in control of my body now, and I think that that's very important. You don't want to be a superhero or grab more weight than you can actually do. You want to grab a weight that's going to kind of get you to failure close to 10. Let's say you get to 8 reps and you fail. Great, but I kind of want to get to failure around 10 to 12 reps. Just all 12 reps. Just one set. So now we're doing around 30 instead of 100, but it's a lot harder, so we fail faster. But when your body fails, that means that you're going to activate the muscle growth. And that's kind of the way I've been working out when I go to the gym. When I go to the gym, I do the heavier weight. Kind of the way I've been working out when I go to the gym. When I go to the gym, I do the heavier weights and I kind of take it to failure. But now I'm going to try doing that here, and I don't know. It'll be a bit harder, and I don't know. I'm doing that here. I don't know. It'll be.
A motorcycle chain with 1 star. Sounds great. Ooh! Do you want a urinary oh no, that's for cats. Baggies, drug baggies. Nice. Okay.
Be a bit harder because now like the weights only get so heavy, but I think that this is the next step to being able to make bigger gains and not just waste energy, because the volume that I've done, it has been good. It's got me to where I've gotten, but now I want to be able to kind of maintain, but then at the same time grow. And this is actually going to be easier because we're going to work out every second day. On the day that we're not working out, we're going to do some cardio. Maybe
Flow with Joe.
do some like, you know, punch, kick, do some fat burning stuff. But we're going to allow our body to kind of recover more because we're doing something a little bit harder on it. But it's also easier because we're doing less time. So it's just, we're doing less volume and we're doing more weight. And we're more weight.
I already said that too.
Maybe do some like, you know, punch, kick, do some fat burning stuff. But we're going to allow our body to kind of recover more. Because we're doing something a little bit harder on it. But it's also easier because we're doing less time. So, we're working a little bit harder. We're working harder for less time. Yes, we're working a little bit harder. We're working harder for less time. Yes. So that's harder for less time. Yes. So that's what's going on with that. I just did over a month of keto. I did over a month of keto, and I learned from that. I really, really like keto. I don't think it's really sustainable. Let me give you my thoughts. I think it's sustainable. Let me give you my thoughts. I think that we go through the year, and every year we gain a pound or so. As we get older, we're gaining.
Maybe 10 with Mama.
And now let's say December comes. December comes. You've put on all that weight. You've eaten chocolate and crap with your family.
Black Pump said, LOL.
Now January, February, or February, March. Here we have winter, so it's terrible. It's freezing. There's not much to do unless you like skiing or whatever. But for those 2 months, you do keto. And you do keto. And when you do keto, you make sure that you up your sodium intake so that you don't have like keto flu and whatever. But you like keto flu and whatever. But you do keto. Well, you do keto. So there's basically no carbs, no sugar. You're eating more fat. It puts the fat in your brain. It feeds your brain well, so your brain gets like a boost of fat. Your teeth start feeling amazing. because there's no sugar eroding at them. And it's hard. You're eroding at them. And it's hard. Working out is difficult. You don't feel as strong because carbs kind of give you more energy, and you're using fat as the fuel. Your body goes into ketosis, and then your body is using your fat as energy. So more energy, and you're they give you more energy, and you're using fat as fuel. Body goes into ketosis. Using fat as the fuel. Your body goes into ketosis, and then your body is using fat as energy. That is gonna burn. Like, that took a lot of fat off of my body, and it is difficult to work out through, but you can do it, and you do that for a couple months a year, and you feel really good. My mother does something called biofeedback, where it reads everything in your body, and my body has been having a hard time basically since 30. From 30 to 35, I had kidney stones, I had gallstones, I had lots of problems. And that's what kind of got me started on this channel, because I just did it for channel because I just did it on this channel. I just did it for fun, but it's like by streaming and by doing that, it keeps me accountable to you or the world or whatever. Like, it's just, this helps me. It helps me. And some people think it's weird, crazy, why are you doing that? I'm just like, you know what? It's kind of like my calendar. It's like something that, like, now I know I did it, you guys know I did it, and we're good. What am I going to say? Yeah, I think keto, I'm going to start doing keto at least once a year. Like, I want to do another month of it now. I'm going to do another month of it now. You know, it's hard because this house is full of snacks, and my wife loves snacks. And, like, for instance, there's a mango right here, and you can't have the fruits that are too sweet. So, hard to eat fruits that are too sweet. So, right now I'm doing a kind of like eat dinner, like don't eat most of the day, eat dinner. I want to try doing a whole pound of protein per body, like bring up protein per body, like muscle, and it's hard for me to get that much protein in my body without supplements, and I don't really like supplements that much. Like, I take creatine and all that stuff. I like that, but I just... Who enjoys eating protein on its own, right? Protein on its own, right? It's so hard to just not... I find it's so hard to just not eat snacks. And it's hard for me to get that much protein in my body without supplements, and I don't really like supplements that much. Mind you, like, I take creatine and all that stuff. I like that, but I just... Who enjoys it? I take creatine and all that stuff. I like that, but I find it's so hard to just not eat snacks. And it's harder to have a few snacks than it is to just not eat snacks altogether. So, yeah, I don't know, I need to just tell myself just no snacks. Like, just don't eat any snacks, don't eat any processed food. But keto makes it kind of easy because you just know you can't eat those things. And you lose weight. And it's nice. You just feel different. So, yeah, going forward, we're going to be doing more high-intensity training, heavier weights, less reps, and figuring that out. Figuring that out and seeing how we like that. And if we don't like it, we'll go back to the other thing. But like I said, the most important thing for you to succeed is to make sure that you are consistent. If you're consistent, you'll get results. It's not about doing some crazy thing for a month or two. Like, and I like doing those crazy things for like a month or two, because doing all those, like, but no, results. It's not about doing some crazy thing for a month or two. Like, and I like doing those crazy things for like a month or two, because doing all those, like, but knowing that that's an experiment, that's something, hey, I'm going to try doing this with my body, I'm going to try fasting, I'm going to try.
I'm basically like a poor Chris Hemsworth. We've been watching Limitless. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a show, and it's Chris Hemsworth spent a year doing 6 different crazy things.
Try doing all these different things. And sure, do that, but don't make that your main thing. Your main staple has to be, I'm going to be working out. I'm going to be working out every second day or every day. You're going to do it, and you're going to get into that habit where you're able to just keep doing it. And then a year later, your body's going to look good, you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, and that's what's going to happen because you chose that staple of exercise. And then all the different types of exercise, all the different ways of training, all the different ways of dieting, like those are the things you can play with. Those are like your toys. It's like, I'm going to work out all the time, but how I work out can be different. I can find someone doing this and I can do that. I can find someone doing that and I can do that, and you can try all these different things. I personally made that volume exercise for myself because of doing P90, and P90 I felt was similar. You're doing a lot in a little bit of time, but it's still a bit too much. Who wants to work out for a whole hour? Who wants to go to the bloody gym and like have to spend half an hour going to the gym, half an hour coming back? So, what? Half an hour coming back. So, now we're basically playing with high intensity training, and later I think we're going to be playing with calisthenics and stuff. So we're going to keep experimenting with all sorts of different things and figuring out what works best for me, and you got to figure out what works best for you. I just wanted to, I wanted to share that. I wanted to share that with you, and tell you that like I really do healing. I really do like keto. Yes, my mother does the biofeedback, so she makes you hold this thing. It reads everything in your body. After doing keto for a month, I had the best results I've ever had. My body has like done a lot better. I also have a umbilical hernia that really gives me problems when I'm over 200 pounds. So I'm trying to get myself to like 190, and I'm at like 197. So I want to get to 190. I want to lean out a bit more and build more muscle. I'm 39 years old, so I'm just about 40, but I want the next 10 years to be the best years of my life.
Yes, mamacita.
I want to be like feeling good and
I'm ready to make another baby when I'm 50, okay? No, wait, when you're 40. Really? 45? 45? Yeah.
Matthew, you are so
feeling alive and
Well, if you live to 80, you can have another baby when you're 40. Half the life with a nice baby.
progress, sir. Best years of my life. I want to be like feeling good and feeling alive and progressing. So, progressing. So, I hope maybe you learned something from that, or if there are things that like you have tried, if there are things that like you have tried that have really worked for you, share them. Let me know. Share them. Let me know other things maybe like. So like yeah, the no sugar, it's amazing. It makes your teeth feel good.
Can you put your headphones on?
It makes your teeth feel good.
What are you doing?
I have a call.
When? When?
No.
Ugh. Earmuffs.
Hey. What's up? I can't hear you, Brie. Can you hear me? Okay, maybe it's just my fault. I'm telling you, this tablet, I got one of those old tablets and you got the nice Dell, and I'm telling you, it's crap.
Enough.
It's so bad. I'm just here building my July schedule. Just trying to.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Looking at, I just got Lisa to host a new hiring thing too, because both Sydney and Kelsey left.
Oh, two of them.
Yeah.
Other thing.
Yeah,
I knew you were
Sydney
losing.
was Jonas.
Yes.
Kelsey the same day as the new members.
Oh, well, you know what? Does that really
Like, that's,
doesn't surprise me, but
yeah.
it's not convenient, obviously.
Yeah, like, a little, like, inconvenience. I know that much, but that's kind of like the actual money for it. But
Yeah.
she wasn't like a huge, it's
No.
not a huge loss. It is what it is.
We'll just have to keep the call.
Go pee, and it's all good. It's all good. I had no idea about Kelsey. I didn't know.
Yeah, just messaged me. Like, not even like, hey, I'm quitting. It was, hey, I'm taking a step.
I noticed was
Like, it was just like a weird cryptic message, and I was like, okay, what's your last age? And that can be.
another
I'm dead. You're like, oh, well, thanks. Thanks for not.
another thing I noticed was doing the keto. I stopped
Hiring is
farting
such a
so much,
process, like, it
which
really
I thought was
is.
weird. You'd figure you eat fat
Yeah, don't you guys remember how much I farted before?
and cheese, you'd be farting like crazy.
I haven't been
But,
farting.
cheese and fat, it didn't
That's
affect me that
amazing.
much.
Like, who knew that she
I
came
think
from
maybe
the
not eating the
academy?
bread. I think
That's
maybe
awesome.
lots of us are
It was in her resume or whatever, but she came from Angie and I were doing
wheat intolerant or something because as soon as intolerant or something because as soon as I started doing keto, I just stopped farting. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
That's amazing.
And that
I wish
now,
someone fell into my lap at this
on-
point. But,
now,
same thing. Like, I had Elisa do a posting.
now I just
I answered back 3.
I kind of want to do something like in between where
I only
it's
had
like
one person come back to me. I did
I
interview.
want to do something
I'm
like
gonna talk
in
to you about
between
this later, but
where it's like
I'm not even joking. I genuinely I think
Mostly
it's pretty solid.
like
and it would be nice to have a
keto,
boy on the team.
just
I don't have one, so yeah.
just also being able to eat fruits and stuff that are sweet because that
Okay.
kind of sugar is sugar
Interesting. Okay.
is
Yeah.
it's not that bad for you. It does take you out of ketosis. Sugar is it's not
Okay. So it was like overheard. Got it.
because that kind of sugar, it's not that bad for you. It does take you out of ketosis, but just kind of trying to eat just real food, like real food, like
Yeah.
if you eat more vegetables and you eat more real food, you have a bit of
That's
rice
just
and
interesting
potato. It
that it
shouldn't be
was-
that big of a
it's
deal.
men-
I
it was
love
men doing
pasta,
that.
but like when I
That's
came
so
out of
surprising.
keto, I love pasta. But like when I came out of keto, I ate 2 bowls of pasta and I got sick. I felt terrible. So I don't know. Anyways, yeah, there's the little update. Those are my thoughts, and that's where we're changing and where we're moving to.
Yeah.
Where we're changing and where we're moving to, and there, yeah, yay. My little brother had a baby today, a baby boy.
So work in
Dominic
retail,
again.
you need a decent amount. of
Everything went well. I-
Patience.
Today we're going to the salon. We got
Yeah. Exactly. So what do you think they're going to perceive that as? Exactly.
Today we're going to have what I like to call a talkie talk. We're going to talk about what I've been doing and what I recommend for beginners. Then we're going to talk about the things I have learned lately.
Yeah.
So this current week is our last week of May, and then we move into June. Next week, June is a 5 month.
That was
That means we don't have as big as we don't have as big as a budget. Because
Don't talk.
I'm not talking. I'm not talking.
I want to talk about that. So it's really important that we stay as consistent with our collateral, our signage, what we're bringing. It's not less, it's more mentality. Okay, so I just want you guys to know that. Ariel, yours is a little bit harder because you have the capability to take an Uber to transport yourself with the big signage. Your team does not. So for you, it's like you have to open an event on one day and close the event to take that collateral with you because your team can't, like Cass, if Cass has an event, I can't pay for Cass's parking. Budget is very, very, very slim. So that will be Cass's expectation. So you need to make sure that any of the events, Bridget, I know that you're running your own events anyway. So any events that you guys are running, you are responsible for bringing the collateral. You're responsible for taking the collateral. Okay. Next thing is you're running a show. Like I mentioned earlier, it needs to match. Okay. So if you don't have a sock banner, if you do not have a sock banner, you gotta take the sock banner out of the run of the show. Unless let's say Shweta is coming to help with your event. Shweta right now has my sock banner. Okay, so in that event, does someone from the interest team have a sock banner? If not, that is what it is. So now, I put my sock banner
Yes,
and back in the case. Look, the train case is my sock banner. You need to make sure that you guys have the event table set up. Okay, you need to make sure the mirror planes go up. What that means, you guys all got mirror plane sets, yes? That means you have to keep the coatings, the cut of the coatings after every event. You do not put them out after the cycle of eventing. These mirror planes to carry you until the end of the year.
You're trying.
Okay? So, all of the money that we're investing, you need to keep everything locked in and like, you know? So,
40 of these guys.
you guys saw this, there's no posters. Because we did mirror planes instead of posters.
And then,
So that means you guys have your
and then you do 30 of these guys.
top of the year.
I don't have those.
So Bridget, you don't have to
Yeah.
from ever left.
Guys.
So I need you to just
Or close grip, close to your body, and they read a little over. I love
The magnet thing, I don't.
the double
Did you get those?
overhand vulva. The double
When I had pop, I didn't remember like.
overhand because with the double
I just thought it
overhand
was
with
like
the
stickers, like the stickers that clung onto the mirror. Okay, well then.
With the barbell, what ends up happening is when you use that, you get to do both.
But the mirror planes that were over top
That's what I was
like basically nothing. I had no dummies, I had no airplanes. I tried to take everything I could. The only thing I couldn't really take was that speed bag. Yeah, Ariel, you had that. Bridget, you did it. I remember Square wanted to dress up the beauty studio because it was out of budget. Yeah, no, I had more like stickers or not
stickers. Like mirror cling stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had some of those, but not like there was a white magnet with red writing on it. Ariel, you had them at the center because I got the pins.
I do not remember that.
But I just assumed after a conversation that NARS threw them out.
Somebody threw them out. Again, it was either staff or NARS.
So,
Yeah.
but before you go, I think about down.
Okay.
Even for the soft banners, a lot of the times we lose the rights after 2 years to even use it. So I'll ask Elisa, do you need this sent back to the office or do I toss it? Because privately they can do whatever they want with it.
Okay.
Okay? So I just want to be really, really clear on this because Stephanie gave me lots of feedback on the call that we had with her. And I don't think that Stephanie is actually a very easy person to impress. And right now she's not holding stores accountable, she's holding clients accountable. So, Ariel, when you did the Eden Center event, remember? I think we were on reboot week.
Yep.
And they wanted to downgrade the event.
Yep.
It was the entitlement of space. So, that's what Mia was talking about today, is that stores now know that there's entitlement of space, depending on the category of your event, depends on whether you get a little bit of space or you get a lot of space. Do you get beauty studio? Do you not get beauty studio? Makes sense? Okay, I just want to make sure that we're really, really clear on that. So, always follow up with pieces. Like, does your team that's eventing have their own signage? So that means they have an 8x10 different purpose. Because they should be coming with that. That's something small, it's not that. But you need to be yours and they put up theirs. So if they're closing the event, they can be with that component. And of course, whatever little supports are left, we don't want them having a shit ton. Obviously, maybe having one event worth as backup just in case is easy for them. But now that summertime's coming, we can't keep this stuff in the car. Okay, so we might have to collect everything back from the specialist and then reconform. Do you guys remember when I was doing the vocab and meet you and I'll just take back everything and then start at ground zero and start to get built back up again? So I just want you guys to be responsible for making sure that if that's the case, they don't have closets filled with odds and ends of makeup forever.
So could I tell Morgan to send back potentially old things?
You should collect the old things and sort them first.
Okay.
Okay? So remember, everything you ship back is more budget out of your pocket, which comes out of food, comes out of those things, comes out of your travel. So,
Or can
I want
we,
you guys to keep
sorry, can we still leave them as drop-offs for like BI signups? Is that still an option?
but are they going to get used for BI signups? It can still be an option, but I want you guys to track it. I don't want you guys just to drop something off and not have a method to the madness. So, like, who are you dropping it off to? Because, Bridget, if you're dropping it off to Square One, that's already had full. Why? That's what my brain is doing. Because it makes me open those impairment doors. So, like, Ariel, if you're like, I'm going to go in, I'm going to talk to Fairview, I want to get the numbers up, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to have a meeting. And say, okay, this is the deal, this is what's happening, I'm behind by such and such, I need to get us caught up by the end of June. Do you have the capacity to get there? This is, the incentive that I'm going to bring to the table. Okay. Then, maybe keep in mind, every time a frame is there eventing, your stuff cannot go out.
What?
So if they're a store like Yorkdale that's literally having an event every single day,
I'd be talking about smaller doors like anywhere though.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I'm just giving you an example so that it's more cut or concise. I don't want you guys just doing things for the sake of offloading. I want your homework done. This way,
When I was a little kid,
backing it, here's how I'm looking at productivity, and then I'm checking my mix of business. So this is, I don't want us to do survival mode because we're a really strong team right now.
and that would be my cycle. But the thing with P90 is,
Now we're pop up, over BI, you guys are about to do
Today's workout is...
that sort of upcoming stuff. That's really the only kind of last distraction that you guys have for the year. So now I want you guys committed to your craft. And so I want you guys taking a look at productivity. We're going to review that today. I want you guys taking a look at your mix of business. You guys are going to have these components as well. You have to follow up with our Master Summit. You guys have to connect what your findings on your productivity as well as your mix of business. So I want to give you guys some ways to look at your mix of business that you can pull some strategic ways to innovate what's currently happening in your doors. So yes, absolutely. And so for some of you, I want you guys doing monthly events at some of your Canada Solar Imperial and your Scarborough Town Center and your Fairview. I want monthly events happening. It might feel tiresome, but honestly, I don't think that the MSC events that we're planning are going to be enough.
No, I agree.
I'm doing the same thing with earnings, and frankly, I'm like now $13,000 behind. It's like I can't even play to catch up. So I'm literally going to try to schedule.
Hi, I'm Magnus.
Until the end of the year to catch it up.
Yep. That's so cool.
And then Bridget, same thing with you. So if you want to focus on your Sureway and keep doing monthly events, in probably Heartland because that's like a really good event at Heartland. Was it just you at Heartland?
I had Selena on the Saturday.
Yeah, so I think that you were looking at the fact that it's a limited investment. I still think that it was a good turnout for you. So most definitely, I think you'll want to put a little extra love there if possible. And then just like make sure it's strategic. So we know if we're booking events, it's probably better to book events on high traffic days because we probably can't get in to do sales support in some of these stores on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday anyway. So yeah, so just sort of trying to like figure out what's gonna work. But I think that's like a priority for you guys because when I take a look at the reporting, it's literally our level 2 and level 3 doors that are like putting us behind on the map.
What?
Sureway, but Sureway performs like a level 2. We put it into a level 1 because of key learnings we got from FSC last year. And the fact that you went in there, so I just in there, it will be okay. I think we'll start to see that coming to life for us. Okay. So
I have a question.
And I have another one after.
Has MSC said anything about like double booking, like 2 sales partnerships in a week again, or anything like that? So you know, I've got that email, like.
Oh yeah, didn't you guys have a meeting though about that? How did that go?
They book a meeting and then they cancel the meeting, and then they book the meeting and then they cancel the meeting. So honestly, don't ask me if we have a meeting about this anymore because I'm gonna guarantee you it's not gonna happen. So we've been asking for this meeting, and what they sent us was congratulations. You can't be crybabies because you're actually one of the top 20 brands in terms of ESP bookings. So now we have so I did not call outs and we had shit go awry anyway, so all I did was like cancel the following. So for my July bookings, the first thing I did was I automatically went in and I booked out Yorkdale and Vaughan Mills because those are my two top doors and they book the fastest. So I made sure I had one support, one education shift. If you guys want to put the agenda, you can. But I would make it more like, yeah, I booked that third shift because this is me doing an assessment or this is me onboarding. So I think if any stores give you pushback, take a look at the shift, see what it is that you're doing, and then come back and be like, yeah, that's me. Actually, I'm coming in to do gondola maintenance. I'm coming in to look at what the inventory looks like. I'm doing my own cycle counting. Just bullshit it. Just bullshit it.
I went into tech three times this week, I think, or last week, and they didn't say anything. Now again, Monday was the holiday, and I did ask, so I don't know if that was like a one-off, but they didn't say nothing. So.
They're not gonna say no just before they do it. We're here to
Yeah.
So, but that was one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Please make sure that you are adhering to the education bookings because you can see that they're actually coming down on us. So I don't want you guys booking 2 sales support. Is anyone still booking 2 sales support? Or are you doing 1 sales, 1 training?
I only do if there's literally, if I can't get it. Like, Eaton Center is already, like, booked up.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You guys need to have your schedules. You guys need to start looking at your schedules 2 months in advance now. So you don't have to book on the whole territory. What I'm telling you is, like, it's like already for next week or next week. So for me, all of my July is for my top door. 1 sales, 1 education. Because all I'm going to do is if I have extra shifts after the fact, the week before, I can book myself in and do a sales support as a third because there was still space in the store. Make sense? So if you do not adhere to this booking rule, here's what's going to happen. So let's just say Eden Center was full by $10,000 by the time the end of the year comes. If we try to present a case to FSC, they're going to say, well, you didn't book out your education shift. And then if we say, yeah, but like we could never book. Yeah, because you were not going in the day of booking to book them out. So as soon as the portal opens, you weren't going into HACCP quick enough to book them out way too long. These are the things that they're going to say to you because these are the things that Steph flat out said to them. So I'm already going to tell you, you're going to receive no support. You have to be your own advocate, and you're going to have to be like the person who's like really driving the boat here. Nobody's coming to save us, so we have to make sure that we are doing the most that we can do with the limited resources that we have. Makes sense? So, just get the portal open. You guys have that in your calendars. Get into the system and book it right away. That's why during I wouldn't have those shifts for you guys because I knew you were busy, but you were going to miss out on the availability for prime time. So that's why you're now out of work today. Just done. And then if we have to cancel over too. So that's pretty much how you got to it. Because we need to keep the training happening so that if we fail, it's not because we didn't look at them. Make sense? Okay. These are all measurable actions that you guys will get bonused on at the end of the year, so it doesn't make sense for you not to try to adhere to these things because it could be the difference between $5,000 or $0. Make sense? So, if you need a motivation, make that your motivation. Okay? We haven't talked about event dressing, so that's fine. Booking education we just talked about, so that's fine. Current training. All of your current training, guys, please make sure that you are updating the
Training tracker.
yeah.
I did.
So I on repeat, but I just get what you would call it. I get nervous sometimes. So if I go back to May, because we're still kind of in May, no, actually let's go to April. So here, everything has been I put into the system, but I don't know, Ariel, if you put these into the system because they're not highlighted and they're complete.
Okay. That part I I forget to do, but I do. I have put them in since you told me.
Okay,
It's the green. It's the yeah.
Updating it so I have it on my end, and then Bridget, I don't know if you did any trainings this month because I don't see them listed here. So I did this morning, but I'll go back and check it because I can't remember. Okay. Just because I don't see it, but I want to make sure that it's completed. And so this is great. You guys have filled out for the most part. I'm still waiting on a few to even come into me. But yeah, so this is all here. Once it's done, please highlight them in green so I know that they have most definitely been completed. This brings me to my next thing. You guys know. You guys know that because we're doing all of these trainings weekly, you're gonna have to change your training quality, which means we actually have to take a look at how we are evolving selling specialists. Because now selling specialists do have to be selling specialists, but they also have to be training specialists. The first round, we'll have gratis. But after that, you will not have gratis. You know, gratis. Once you run out of your sticks, you have no gratis left for the sessions. So you need to make them interesting enough and artistic enough and tutorial and demo enough to keep them wanting to come back for more. But yeah, that's essentially what it is. But if we note that trainings are not working because there's no gratis, I mean that's definitely something that we can call to action with FSC. But I still think that we need to have effective training outlines for your selling specialists. Which means for instance, next week, I finish trainings in my market. So what I put to my team was pull something from Trend and create it with artist-based crayon and something else on the bottom. Provide a mixology. So that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to put it in Mola, this is what your focus is, this is how your demo is going to go. Does that make sense? So you have to provide a lot in that Ebola portion. Because you guys are gonna understand what Trend is, you're gonna understand and create mixology, you're gonna learn things, so you're just gonna roll it out that way. So last week I think we were talking that I wanted to see the artist crayons pulled out with Hydro because of the Glanzilla post that was done with the mixology component, but maybe second round it's done with Super Mixed. Third round is contour with their shade information, so on and so forth. It could be it's water capability. I don't know, but not because it's me. Not if you know it's not going to speak to your EAs that are in store. I don't think if I walked into Rosedale and sprayed water on the back of the ground and they watched it beat off, I don't know if that would be impactful enough. If I branded it under the sink and did a little this and did a boo, that would have a more impactful moment to me, I'm just saying. It could be blended on top of powder, so showing them how it blends on top of powder. So you're just going to have new mixology rolling out weekly. Here's where your mix of business will now come into play. Okay, so I'm going to reshare my screen. Okay. Okay, this is your mix of business. Okay, so there are ways for you to figure out how you want to look at the mix of business. So all of us are held accountable. All of us are held accountable to help you create these goals. I think I want to do, okay. Business stores. So, Ariel, I'm just thinking like your app example to see if it still looks like how it looked previously. So, for instance, if we take a look for your HD Skin Concealer, so HD Skin Concealer is 3.39%. Your HD Skin Foundation is 9.27. Hydro Glow is 10.20. And your Compact is 11.58. So they're still selling more percentile in Compact than in the HD Skin Liquid, as well as Hydro Glow. So maybe you decide, you know what, I want them selling 12% HD Skin because it tells me they have a combination client. I'm giving you an example. So I'm going to see if we get these two pairings together, if it will increase Compact sales as well as HD Skin sales. So then you're going to go in, or your team's going to go in, and you're going to provide an education experience on pairing HD Skin with the Compact. So what does that look like in terms of training? If we were to take a look at I just want to make notes. I'm so sorry. I didn't have anything prepared. I figured I would just,
It's all good.
you know, concealer 3.39, HD 9.27, Hydro Glow 10.20, and the Compact 5.8. I can tell you right now. So if we take a look at this is for HD Skin, you are held accountable for the concealer, the foundation, the Hydro Glow, and the Compact. So here's what's really cool. So you know how you're like, forever is, I don't know if it's still feels right, but you were like,
I am.
I just want to make a forever door.
I'm listening.
Well, guess
I'm
what?
just making notes.
Yeah, so well, guess what? So right now, your mix of business on HD Skin is 34.45%. And your mix of business is supposed to be, well, last year it was 33%. I'm sorry that I don't have the mix of business for this year, but if it's supposed to stay true at 33%, you're already above trend. So that tells me you are very much a forever door in this category. Now, our palette is 6%. If I take a look at what's happening with HD Skin, is that all the palettes? Is this all the palettes? Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, you are below trend on the palettes. So maybe your key learning here is like getting your palettes up to par in the store. That might not be the answer though, because it's high effect and the palettes are never in play. You can't really grow it. Maybe you decide, you know what, I think because of your combo door, I can really get fibers up in dollars or minimizers, only 1.8%. So maybe you're like, I'm really gonna focus on that, or look at shine control. Like Yorkdale loves shine control after they saw a few demos, and now Zach is not gonna sell it. So maybe it's like, what are really impactful demos, and can we get shine control up to what Red is currently sells? I'm just giving you some of this like content. I would really want you guys to take a look at, I want you guys to scan your mix of business profile, but I want you guys to scan them and look at some of the doors. I really want you to look at doors for now. I will change this exercise later, but for now I want you to look at doors that you support often. And doors that you support bi-weekly. So just depending, like maybe Bridget, you want to take a look at Heartland and sort of one and compare some of your findings since they're like literally side by side stores, like you can get to them within 15 minutes of each other. Right? So maybe you see the traffic patterns are the same or are they different? But there's a lot of key learning you guys are going to find in your
God.
Do you guys, does this make sense so far? So you can use this to decide how you're going to almost there. So maybe I only want to look at level 1, level 2.
Because I think
There's sometimes
you have Fairview on it still.
Oh. Okay, it's back. Oh. Actually, no, hold on. I want to look at all of these. When you look at all of these, especially level 1, level 2, what we get to see here, let me do this quickly. Okay, I'm not used to this style of material, so I apologize, guys. I want to see everything, though, not just. Okay, so if I take a look at my territory, I can see HTC Foundation is almost 7%, high glucose almost 7%, compact is higher, talent is 1.5%. Okay, so I can definitely see that. So for me, I can take a look at, okay, we want to see this, I want to see this a little bit higher, where am I, like, suffering? So, compared to your 34% at Fairview, my weapon, keep in mind my weapon also encompasses Ottawa, which is the most Atlantic, but I'm behind, I'm really 27.96%. So I'm going to take a look at doors that fall outside of this benchmark for me to see where I can level up. Does that make sense? So I just took that one as a benchmark. So Bridget, you have slightly less doors than I do, and they're more concentrated. So because they're more concentrated, you don't have remote territory, I'm hoping, yours are a little bit higher. So if we take a look at New Zealand, look at that, your territory 7.3%, killing it. HTC Spain Foundation 6.4, so pretty close to like what? Oh, wait, that's yours.
Yeah. No, is it?
That's yours.
Hold on. Yeah. Like that. Exactly the same. Okay, so your concealer 6.34, HT Spain Foundation 7.46. This is your. Oh, sorry, you don't. Wait. I'm sorry, guys. So 6.34, 7.46 for HT Skin, Hydro Glow is 7.9, and the compact is 6.10. So you're a little low on the compact. So I would say to myself, which stores are not meeting that benchmark of close to 7%, and can you provide additional education to push those? I guarantee they might just be a strong factor, right?
I've also been just really soft on like soft for a lot
Oh
of
my God.
shades as well, like 1 or 12, and then make like most
The
of
400s
shades.
are gone.
Wow.
I don't know what's happening for like months now.
So also like but like I mean I still remember that yes, but also minimal, especially if you look at a door like Fairview, right? Who is excelling at selling something they have. So it could be taking a look at your demographic. Fairview is going to be a higher Asian Middle Eastern demographic. And that helps if you have the demographic walking into a lot of foot traffic, you know what I'm saying?
Hola familia, mommy's.
You don't have my name highlighted in that far column. Like I think below the level 1, the level box or something, there's like another one that says all our names. My name wasn't highlighted. I think it's on the side somewhere, Ange. Like, I don't think it's in. Yeah, there. Because you see my name. Yeah, there.
To me, that's so weird. Like, if I'm putting East all,
I go pee and brush my teeth.
Unless I'm not in East, like unless someone didn't put me.
no. It's probably still how I
Did they put me in with West? Just check West. You should see if they put me in with West by accident.
No, it's because I want to come to the first one point. Because I saw you, but I think you were over here when I filtered it.
Oh my god. That is insane.
Oh, that's not it. This is 2024. This is 24. Well, if you guys click as often, you're not going to have the same business support, but it doesn't mean that you can't create a type of solution to build more, if that makes sense. Which I hope that it does, but it's definitely something for you to take a look at. The next thing that you have to also take a look at is your not really know. Okay, so your productivity is also going to tell stories. It's only going to tell the correct story for doors that you often support and educate in. Okay, so meaning not taking a look at things. Okay, so if I take a look, I'm in my level 1 in your deal the most. Okay, so it makes sense by having a deal of 101%. So at my level 2. When I take a look at the doors that I have under level 2, Bravely City Center is one of them, but I'm not supporting them like a level 2 door. So I'm supporting them under a level 3. So I know this is part of my issue, and this is because I've pulled budget out of my territory to disperse in other territories, right? Like my inshore and my window. So all things considered, I put the most amount at bond bills, and it is paying off, so knowing I have at least 100% happening in that territory. So now, Ariel, your Eden Center is strong at 109, but we know that like, there are some challenges with Eden Center. So can you challenge yourself to, can I get 115%, right? And you can always use kind of like, just my top door, 120%, that's one thing. Let's take a look at Kate Laval and St. Catharines. So Mrs. Bell's level 1 doors, 120, 151. So this tells me that we probably for sure have some room to grow when we're taking a look at Eden Center. Not that you haven't done a fantastic job, because you absolutely have, but maybe I would take a look at your mix of business there and find one SKU that's underperforming, and can you just educate the shit out of it so that it starts performing? Does that make sense when I say that?
Yeah.
So you guys want to take a look at what other people's levels are doing. Like Haley goes full apart the most. So when you take a look at our level 1, 131, and then class iron at 114, she can probably put a little bit more, like what I would suggest for you to do to get to that 120 capacity.
Can you just remind me, productivity means how much product is moving out versus coming in?
The rate, how fast it's moving out.
Okay.
So how long is it sitting on the shelf before it moves out? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would try to get that 450% in your Indian Center store. And then Scarborough, Scarborough is a level 2, so that's good, but maybe now, because you guys are falling like behind your year-to-date goal, maybe challenge yourself to also 115%. If you take a look at Mia, her West End store, 119. So you can sort of see that benchmark between 115 and 120 is where your top door should be. Your level 2, if you support your level 2 often, try to get it to 150%. So now, for my level 2, where I'm focusing
Today we're going to have what I like to call a talk. Today we're going to have what I like to call a talkie talk.
On next steps for Hewlett, because clearly they like Makeup Forever and clearly they push it, but stock, they're always running out of stock faster than it's selling, because if that's the case, then we need to address with the merchants having more sell-through, because we can't get past a certain amount, if that makes sense. Your square one is going to be the problem is, oh, God, yeah, that was your monthly.
Okay. Okay. Yay. I was like, I'm working my butt off. I'm like, man. I'm like, my sales are good. How is it low?
Are you crying?
No. I'm not crying. I'm just like, how?
Young and Ed, I'm not going to talk about Young and Ed because like 87% to me is a good percentile. Union Station is 110. Here's my real Steph shared with me that Union Station receives the same foot traffic and similar sales apparently as Yorkville. And Yorkville is the number one store in all of Canada. So if that is on the lab, we're going to educate you more. Giving you an example. What's happening here. Sherway Gardens, 107. So we saw that like for the month of April, it was higher. So challenge yourself, 115, 120, 150. Look at your square one. So here in April, year-to-date productivity of 174%. That is absolutely amazing. But that's why we're doing the next one. Heartland, we don't want to lose that three-way capability, and right now both girls are performing the hardest. So where can we make that differential? But yeah, does this make sense when we're doing this? When I send you, guys, I send you these files, but what I want you guys to start doing is looking at them and what story is it telling you? Because you guys are supporting the story. I can pretend like I'm doing what the story is saying, but that doesn't mean that it's actually the real story. You know, you guys can support it, get feedback from the team, which is people leadership. So in all of those contexts, that's essentially where I'm coming from. Does this make sense? The productivity, how it affects your business, and then your business, how to know your next step. So after we do our education on crayons, maybe you're taking a look at your business, and then you're going in and being like, well, your use not strong in HD skin, so I'm going to do mixology with artisan crayons and HD skin. And then you just get like really creative. But no, you can know that that's what you did to see if you go in the next month and your mixing business is higher. Because right now, this is 4 months worth of reporting. So what that means for us is we have a little bit of leeway. Remember, this is an average. This is an average. So we have a little bit of leeway to make room for more. But if we don't start actioning this stuff now, then you're not going to have any. It's going to slip away from you much faster. But this is also a way for you guys to play with trying new things, trying them on. It's okay if it doesn't work. What matters to me is that you're trying them on. Does that also make sense? Okay. Because then you're going to see through diversifying your knowledge what's working, what's not working. This worked here, but it didn't work here. Last year when I did the Hillcrest Day, the morning Hillcrest Day, it worked at Hillcrest. It worked at Markville. It didn't really
So dumb.
Hola familia, mommy's in.
The holiday season called October, so the holiday season sales, but outside of that, you won't see sales happening until November. So I just want you guys to be aware that fundamentally, you need to be 3 months ahead of your strategic planning. So from now, 3 months ahead, continuously. And then what that means is as you start to check boxes off, your plans start evolving. So you can have a snapshot of these are my priorities. So I want you guys to get really clear on what your priorities are. Just three priorities. Okay? So priority 1 could be your post impairment doors that you guys have been focusing on. That's priority 1. So you want to make sure within the next quarter, next 3 months, you get flexi goals. Just giving you a concept. Second priority, keep it simple, pushing newness, right? Pushing newness, education on newness, making sure newness is creating incremental sales. Your third priority could be HD Skin franchise. So looking at mix of business and noting where HD Skin is soft. So which HD franchise is soft? Where can you incorporate additional educations based off of your learnings on your productivity and your mixologies and your mix of business. Okay? So that's going to be really, really important. I don't want this to feel super heavy to you because that's not what this is about. This is the next phase in involving you in your role.
Today we're going to have what I like to call a talkie talk. We're going to talk about what I've been doing and what I recommend for beginners. Then we're going to talk about the things I've learned lately and what we're going to be doing. Make sure you smash the subscribe button. And I feel really I feel good. I'm the strongest ever. And then doing 100 reps each. And that's kind of been my system. I like to do chest and biceps, and that's kind of like the glory days. So by picking our body parts and then doing 100 reps each. And that's kind of been my system. We've done a good job. We've done this kind of by picking our body parts and then doing 100 reps each. And that's kind of been my system. I like to do chest and biceps, and that's kind of like the glory days. So, and that's kind of like the glory days. So we do 100 curls, and you can start off by doing 4 sets of 25, and you can start off by doing 4 sets of 25, and now I'm usually at 2 sets of 40, 1 set of 30, because that way I can break up the body workouts. So I'll do my 40 curl. Chest is like the best, right? So we break that up. 8 flies, and then we'll do 30 flat, and that's the volume means you can change so many things. So you can do heavier weights and do 10 times 10, but I like starting off with 20 or 2 sets. Today's a long day already. I've been redesigning some drones. I designed some bigger drones. So usually I have drones that are like this size, and now I made a full-size drone. This is basically the full-size one. Let's compare it to one I just gave Avery.
Don't show
No, I just want to. I'm not just showing you that basically I was off by like 2 millimeters. So I had to make it a little bit bigger by like.
And I'm designing.
She's making colors. So I had to make it just a slightly bit longer so that the propeller has enough space from these bars. But basically, the most popular freestyle frames
like the drones for having fun and stuff, are this big. Now I'm designing one, and you can see how much smaller it is. So it's going to be 100 grams lighter than that one, meaning you can use smaller batteries and everything. And we have the freestyle version, and we have the race version. Yeah. And we're gonna batteries and everything. And we have the freestyle version.
So does this make sense now? So like I really want you guys from this point forward to make sure like no questions asked and you guys to submit to your admin names on Tuesdays. And I'll have the same conversation with Beth. I didn't know that she was in store today, and it's not a big deal, but this was a very important phone call to make sure that we're all on the same page. But I want us to make sure that we're working this intel as like pristine as possible. And it's going to be good that you have these 3 priorities prepped. I'll have a call with you today before I hopped on this call with the team. Originally she was going to have you guys at Summit present priorities.
And we have the race version.
So really all that means for us is you're going to mark.
And we have the race version. Yeah. And we're gonna basically have a new tight little fun drone. And the way that this comes on the outside is so that it's thicker than the motors, because these just protect it here, but lots of the time it hits in the front. So this offers the front protection. What? You're not done yet? When Avery's wearing her Frozen outfit. And we did some singing and dancing. And we're not streaming today. Yeah.
I thought we were gonna have a one-on-one, but I just wanted to tell you, the interview, like I said, I don't know if you heard, but I had
Good
the
morning,
interview with
my
Guy.
little baby.
It genuinely went very well. I know he was my first candidate. The other 2 did not answer me, which I was surprised. But I was shocked. I was like, what? No, like I thought maybe a day or 2, 48 hours. He's the only one that responded. Like I said, I got very good vibes. I think he's very genuine. He's been working for Sabello for a long time, has done education, has sold makeup for a long time. And if you're okay to do the second interview, I will send him an email.
Yeah, I can schedule it for Monday. Most Mondays I have a touch base with Val between 10 and 11.
Okay.
So just don't schedule anything during that time.
No, 10 or 11. Okay.
Okay.
Lisa did say too she's posting that other job posting for like more like the requests for me that we talked about 2 weeks ago. So she said that one this morning.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So I will send that out today and then I can email.
After the fact, perhaps after and find that candidate, you might even want to take a look at your unlimited candidate.
You have to get Smudge. You can even take her to the park for an hour or something.
And just cycle them through.
I was talking when I was at the interview, there is a rep, she kind of like trying to like just get positions that she can, she says everyone that she's been working for has been hours that she was with Dior, they cut, then she was Huda, they cut, now she was Salt and Stone. But she does like Masonville, Lime Ridge, she goes all the way down to Niagara, so I got her number.
Great. Perfect. Because I think like where Masonville Port is technically a level 2 door. But it's just far away.
Yeah.
So I think it could just be a really good asset for you to get a lot of incremental sales that you haven't been able to really
So Angie said after 11, correct? On Monday?
After 11, yeah. Normally my 10:30 or 10:30 to 11.
Okay.
So,
Thank you. Okay.
I would also say like if there's doors, which I think is at Mal as well, where it's like for me I'm doing this probably from more remote, but it would be doors maybe have had a lot of turnover, a lot of newness. So giving them a new sort of opening gratis, which it's nothing crazy. It's like a tote or a TOA, setting spray, translucent powder, two
That
layers.
is-
One is a graphic, one is the upper resist. Is there anything else they put in there? I think an ACP and an ACP extreme. So if this is something that we feel like we can't roll this out in the eating center.
No.
Or like a square one, but like maybe we roll this out in an education center. Or like a door that you feel like you can get a little bit more out of.
Fairview, I don't know if you've heard, is going through like major transformation over the few weeks. So Seema's back there now. I saw Aya. I know, yeah. Anyway, I saw Aya, which I haven't seen in like Aya with the hijab from Yorkdale. Do you remember? When I first got hired, I would say chubbier face.
Yeah, round.
Yes, round face. Yeah, I don't know. She was very nice to me, so I feel like we have an okay relationship still. She came over and said hi. I waved. She came and said hi herself, so that was nice. She's been gone for 2 years, supposedly on a sick leave of some kind. Is being moved to Fairview, so it'll be her, Seema. When I was training yesterday at Marketplace, Thornhill. They're having some people switch from Fairview to there. So if we could do that for them, because it's literally going to be like a brand new leadership team.
The store is like the high right there more than I would like to be, more than I'm comfortable with. And
Yeah.
the store, you can say based off my mix of business and productivity, the store is a bigger ground client. And there's been a lot of shuffling and changes. Don't say with Vesper specifically, just say with this region. And we were brainstorming and we thought, hey, like what if we provide all cast consumable gratis? But what I think we from her is the clearance to do 4-day in a row education. So it's going to be 4 different focuses of education. So you're getting a comprehensive gondola training. So by the end of it, you're getting a comprehensive gondola training, which means Monday you might not train the same people you would on Tuesday, just to give you the example. A whole different batch on Wednesday, and then Thursday is the same people from Monday, but they can share the experiences of it. Eventually they'll talk them, you know what I mean? So hopefully with this new flex program as well, or project shift, anyone who doesn't have a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday availability is no longer able to work for Sephora.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They have to open up their availability for they won't be scheduled.
So even for Flex, because I thought Flex was like wherever, whenever kind of thing.
Yeah. That means they have no obligation to schedule them.
Right. No, I'm just saying though.
They can give people full time because they have that availability. So yeah. Does that make sense? So you're going to see a whole bunch of newness come to Sephora after because people are putting like 10 to 12 school.
Well, I mean that's so rigid. Like, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring that up with Fairview because I like that idea. Because to me, like technically, it's going to be a pretty fresh store with all the switch in leadership. So that sounds good. I think that's a good
So
idea.
we need to figure out how many people are on board and how many people use the gratis. Do we have this gratis? And then again, this is like where you can pull your extra TOAs, where you have the pouch, you can put the stuff inside the pouch for that. You know what I mean? just give you an example. So I would prefer like forwarding in a row that week. So if you do a Monday, one is a Tuesday, or Cass is a Tuesday, you go back in Wednesday, or someone else does a Wednesday, and then you're back on a Thursday. So I just feel like it's more back to back to back.
I agree. I don't like the breaking it up. I'd rather just do it.
Exactly. And then with a follow-up after, like, if you want. I don't know what that looks like. I'm just giving you an example. If you want to make sure that shit has landed and like it wasn't a waste of your time, or like what's the feedback assessment. So everything that you put into Sephora, you need someone to give you feedback. To know like did it land, what's your feedback, what's the assessment. It doesn't matter what they say. If they're unsuccessful, they will put it all on you. That's what the Sephora's or whatever. If you're successful, hopefully they give you the this was great, that's how we'd like to see. That's what we're looking for next guy. We'd like to see this. Whatever. So once you get okay from Sima, that she's down with the idea, you're like, okay, this is what I'm proposing, this is what I want to see. How many people are you? Great. Do we have an office next or in our supply? So that's the next steps or phases that we need to put into contention.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I would. Is it okay if I kind of discuss it around when I have my hub, it's something I would prefer to do in person. I have a Fairview VE on the 20th and 21st, so it would be for July. That's too far.
How are you going to set into action before the end of third quarter?
Okay.
You can't wait that long, so that's what I'm saying. So, so find, send her an email being like, hey, I'm taking a look at the numbers, this is where we're sitting, I know you're just getting your feedback in. There's something that I want to propose. Would you be open to a 15-minute conversation and book something virtual?
Okay.
Yeah, but July is too far. It's way too far out, and you're going to be implementing it in holiday, or hoping to see results by the time holiday comes, and you're going to need 3 months. 3 months loss of sales. So that's something I need you guys to make sure that you're prioritizing, and that you have that you're going to have results to present at the end of July to that. So we're going to go in with our summit, we're going to present the priorities, and we're having a follow-up call where you're going to have to speak to how these priorities have shifted, how they've evolved, how you ran them, but you don't want to be doing it during August, because that's when we're in our next phase of brand experience, and we're going to have to go over more training on the new concealers. So you need to be strategic in how it is all looking. So be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, meaning you might have your schedules booked, but you're going to have to switch out your schedules. You're going to have to change them. Okay? So it may not seem ideal, but that's where it's going to be like, okay, so we hire this one person, this guy that you really like, we hired them, and you sort of have that backup to like make it work. And then when was Morgan taking her vacation? Her message was really long to me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just scanned it, and I was like, I really don't care your event.
That's okay. That's September. So that's September. And then she has a 4-day vacay after I come back from the 11th to the 14th in July.
So you want to get your environment and your priorities and focus in check and under control before Morgan leaves. Okay?
Yep.
But yeah, so don't wait that long to be in action sooner rather than later. So just schedule the call.
Okay.
Bridget, questions?
No, we're good. Do you want me to schedule a call with Sherway or something as well? Same thing, or?
I'm really pissed about Scarborough. It's frustrating me so much because it's a Makeup Forever door, and I don't know what's happening, but it's just every week.
Remember I told you I invented every 2 months
Yeah, I'm going to. It's just bothering me because it's a good store, and I know that. Yeah, like I'm just like, what the hell? Like,
I'm so excited. I'm like, then why do I have to pay when I'm looking at negative $28 in my like report?
that's crazy.
Like, it's a double
There's nothing even worth $28. I know, that's just it. That's that and Fairview and Dufferin. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, what?
Benefit from an NSO program. I'll be very honest with you. I don't really like from an NSO program. I think just they have really shitty support, not much. They get really good support from you, FYI. But I think they have really shitty support in the last couple of months, and we don't have like a love mark to it other than the self. But they need to be selling us when we're not wearing. Like, it can't just be Trinity selling us. You know what I mean? It can't just be her. So. And even I know Trinity is like to use in that store. Not everyone loves her that she works with. So.
She sometimes me that she doesn't get like the shifts that she wants, or she just gets scheduled like what they have to require to schedule her, and not.
So that says something.
Yeah, and I've heard leadership, that's something I've heard leadership talk to our first year effort.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cookie store for sure.
They didn't know that I was information, they just didn't know I was there and listening.
Sorry.
So.
I know back in January, I was like 100% shopping for the whole Anastasia team came in, and they were saying, like in January, they're missing 10K and they're here
I don't know how Anastasia is even surviving, to be honest. All I see is Affy, but I see her like once every 3 months, and I'm like, how are you still moving this business? Okay, and also question, like, just me complaining about all my deficits, but then, okay, so I'm looking at Young and Egg. Young and Egg is now 4K in the hole, and Dufferin is 3K in the hole. And it's like, I can't event enough.
Right off the hop. We typically invest probably in July at some time.
Okay.
Because it's summer and there's foot traffic and so first and foremost, that's what you're gonna eat. Even if you don't eat 4K, you're gonna eat 2K of it. Maybe even 3K.
Okay.
Secondly, look at your mix of business. What's missing? So maybe Young and Egg is another store that you need to do like a new store opening gratis or days of education. The thing is, when we do these negotiations and we roll out these types of programs, it takes us out of our field in our top doors. Then we're like, oh, I'm focusing on this, but am I really going to get the incomes from this? So you have to weigh the pros and cons. Is Young and Edmonton seeing a lift in traffic now that the construction isn't a hot mess, right? That was like and so traffic patterns have changed. So clients have gone to other places that were easier to like get to. So for that, I'm not sure.
Also, though, the weather's been trash this spring. Like, trash. So that too, that's like bothering me. And then I'm like, Dufferin, I just don't see returns on Dufferin, even though they're 3K in the hole.
I don't either, but if you get your STC in check,
Yeah.
Dufferin is nothing.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted your thoughts on it, that's all. Like, I'm just like, do I even try? Like, I have Morgan there for like the odd Saturday shift sometimes, but I'm just like, it's not gonna do anything.
No, I want to focus on getting like ideally like I was trying to push you guys to get flat to your goal by the end of June. So like literally in a month from now, ideally like this is what I want to see. So for instance, as we have a big brain experience. It's not.
You don't feel itchy or nothing, right?
Just a little. Sometimes I felt itchy today because my teacher was talking about it.
Hi, baby. Did you have a good day? You had a good day?
I'm on a prayer, basically. Because I was obviously like Sydney and Kelsey. I'm against Sydney and Kelsey. Now they're both gone. So I have.
I'm not.
Now you pick me up. Daddy! You have to pick me up.
Ooh, your feet are stinky.
It smell them.
Ooh, take off your socks, put them in the
Don't
laundry.
smell this one.
Okay, your socks.
Smell?
Yeah, put them in the laundry. Stinky girl.
Which one's stinky?
I don't know, they're both stinky.
But which one's the stinkier? Here, you can have one as a spare for you.
Okay, let's see what we like more.
Wait, we can play some video games today? Please? Just a little. Can we try Batman Lego again?
I'm gonna see if I can pull something up for that day too. I messaged her this morning and said, "What's your availability?" And it's just been crickets. So I'm gonna put her down and say, "Please, anything that you can do for us would be great." It's the Saturday.
Is this the same thing?
On the Saturday or something on like Sherway, and then at like 3 p.m. I have to go and like go to Mapleview and work until 9 p.m. there. Or no, so maybe the opposite or something, but
Did you eat your lunch?
something I have for myself to do.
You didn't eat your lunch at all?
Or just possible for us to have some tomorrow first again.
You know, croissant?
Because Steve Maria has
I don't know.
one is probably not going to be able to assist you at Sherway.
What did
I have a feeling right
What did
now
Daddy
that
get?
have
Toasted croissant for you? And put cream cheese.
Can you toast a croissant for me?
Eat, finish your food.
It's gross though. It's that chili. No. She can have a croissant.
Said she likes it.
No, she
You
doesn't.
don't like it?
No, they have
It made me
Sarah,
feel like I wanted to vomit.
and she does like metal.
It was bad.
But yeah, I can email Maria's face. I just
Rinse it then at least. Like, clean it out.
Okay.
Also, make sure that if you change the schedule, you have to hit publish. Because I'm finding just FYI when I'm going in, it will say like choose your original schedule that it didn't publish, and then I have to publish it. So if you do not publish it, any shifts you book, your team can't see. FYI.
I only didn't do that because I thought it was your time. I didn't know.
No. It's your team. Don't publish it.
Okay. Anything I didn't do like that, I just think it's like in your authority to do that, so I don't touch it.
No, your territory doesn't hold your plan, that doesn't. So I sometimes touch the sieves or like the things that I'm like, there's support here, or hey, you didn't update cast because remember cast is on that Edith Center event and stuff like that. I will sometimes touch that stuff, but yeah, just make the changes. Even if they're my people, if something changes, make the changes. So we don't have Angelica, she is on vacation.
Yeah, and then Riza couldn't make it for some reason either.
I have is also on vacation. Riza is also on vacation. I have to cancel out her shifts because she's on vacation.
Yeah.
And then
So Friday, I think I'm gonna do it as us, showing me, Emily, Selena. I'm just gonna say like, listen, I'm sorry, you have to like tell your mom. Yeah, so I have Cass, thankfully, and Emily, and then myself. It's just the Saturday at Mapleview. Right now, I'm just sitting with Selena there. So that's my plan.
you're right. We need to change.
I'm listening. I'm just gonna make Avery a croissant really quick.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, okay, so right now, wait Okay.
Today's a long day already. I've been redesigning some drones. I just. Yeah. Good morning, my little baby. Did you have?
Emily was having issues with that the other day at Ebola, but it was like glitching out on her.
Because okay. That's okay. We're gonna figure it out. 15, 16. So then your next event's on the schedule the 26th, 27, and you have coverage. You have coverage for this.
26th and 27th.
Yes.
Or, so I was gonna. Yeah, so I have, well, I was gonna have 4 amigos before, but I'll just say, hey, Emily, like, I do need you down there.
What are you whispering about?
And then it'll just be me, Selena, and Emily. So it was gonna be Sydney, Kelsey, myself, and Selena before.
Follow up, doing one of my SD events there.
Yeah, and then I'm like off on the 28th.
It was supposed to be the week of the 16th to 21st. I was supposed to be in Montreal, but it was at one weekend, and it was scheduled for us to stay till about and change it to the state. So that's what happened. So that's on I went heavy with the Mon Mills. But, so I apologize. I can't help you out. But okay. We'll figure it out.
Yep. Could you just forward me Maria's email, and then I'll just message her and say, hey, thank you.
I think Mauritia is central. I almost feel like you need to ask Amanda.
Okay.
So, have Amanda seen on the crash?
Not since I've made my notebook already, but I know she's also at Lime Ridge on the 12th and 13th for a hug.
So, it should be, because she's part of the LVNH, it should automatically come up because we're not training and stuff with her, but it's Amanda LeBlanc.
Okay, thank you. I'll send her an email then. I know she's at Lime Ridge on the 13th because I was going to do just a one-day hug at Lime Ridge, and she asked if we could like work together, but then I canceled that because I was like, this is too much. I was also booked, didn't realize until like actually today that I was booked in for Salesforce Extra Way. I think you booked me in there during Reboot Week on the 12th. So I just noticed that today. I'd rather be Extra Way than Extra Day because that means we have 4 days Extra Way in a row. And I desperately need that right now.
Okay,
So it's nice to know they booked out a long week at Lime Ridge before they close this summer.
No big deal. Honestly, we're going to do the best that we can with what we have. I don't think we will do, honestly, so we want to do for an FSC event. But we're doing this because it's TV. So all of the traffic should be filtered through to us, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would recommend you guys as well is to look at your experiences and see if there's any trainings on the Thursday or Fridays of your experiences so that you can ground us out on it. So that would make it easier to celebrate during and educate during that time. So like Ariel, STC on the 5th, Fairview on the 20th. You can take a look at the 13th extra with the Friday. Conestoga, Thursday the 26th.
You like that?
I remember when we looked so pregnant.
And then I'm hoping, fingers crossed guys, by the end of June, we have eaten our major deficits at Sherway, Scarborough, Brimley. That's what that's literally what I'm looking for, is that those 3 doors, we've eaten those deficits as much as possible.
always an optimist.
I don't know if it's still in existence, but I scheduled training on the same day for the 6th, so I can grab it here and try to.
Mia's been so excited about the students. They were like selling them off at the Echo West team this past weekend. I noticed. Like Sherwoods were one didn't set them up for me until yesterday. Yeah.
What a miss. What a miss. But I told Mal there's so much competition. There was so much competition. Like, I'd rather have sold out of pallets during the promo than integrating a sip of whatever it's like. Okay. So everyone understands about looking at what their priorities are going to be. I know that I've given you examples, but you can also.
Hola, familia.
But I don't want it to be silly priorities. Like, I'm gonna have 3 events at the store. Like, make sure it's a like I kind of gave you. And then get really firm on your action plan. Be uncomfortable with knowing the action plan might change or evolve as you start to meet with your key players, integrating these things. But I'm not giving you, I guess the deadline I would say is like, I want everything in, said, done, implemented by end of July. So come end of July, personally, my goal is through our events strategies and support strategies, we are flat to goal in these 3 stores. And that is my wishful thinking. Our backup plan is that these stores that we're leaving, we decided to host the August events in. Guys, the August events are insanity because we're doing what season you are, and then we're building a complete routine. So if you're spring, summer, fall, we're using like those sheets, but not the sheets. It's like the same concept. You guys know what I'm talking about? You know, when you go to a personal stylist, they'll hold up like different tones of red, different tones of purple, based off of being spring, summer, fall.
Like color analysis.
Which, yes, thank you.
Okay.
We're doing a color analysis, but when we were looking today, there's these ones that like it has those 4 seasons with true tone, bright tone, low tone. I can't remember what, or pastel. I think it's pastel. So each season has 4 cards, and instead of doing sheets, because I think that's too, I told Val that's too messy. I don't think that holding up sheet after sheet after sheet is going to whatever. So it's literally an oval that you would hold up to the face. So once you know what season they are, you can figure out which tone of season they are. And then you're making it way more complicated.
I'm so confused.
And then from there, your product specifications will be outlined for you. So if they're spring, it's going to have the following blushes, the following contours, the following bronzers, the following lip pencil, the following, so on and so forth. So then you have a place mat that says like, this is your spring routine, and then you build their routine based off of their color analysis.
That's cool.
Okay. So we're trying to make sure this is a turnaround. But the thing is like some of the doors like I just although I'm only is like it's gonna be a good door to do this in. So I think some of the doors that you know you want to catch up in could be a good fit to book a hub. So maybe Ariel on a Monday, Tuesday you want to book a hub at Beacon Center to roll this up is gonna be cool. Especially like come on, which is like summertime. So, but just getting that context. Okay, does anyone have any other questions? Any burning desires?
Good morning, my little baby. Did you have a good sleep?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
You're not gonna turn around to say
So it is,
hello?
yes, I did. It's now
You're
the
gonna hide from your
16th.
daddy, who you love
So
so
Saturday,
much?
Sunday.
So it's gonna be 16th, 17th, Saturday, Sunday of August, and are you gonna have a team of people, or do you have people invited to host it?
Good morning.
I will be there.
Good morning.
So you, Morgan,
Probably Cash. If I could steal Cash from him.
I have an event happening.
Oh, okay. If you could spare,
Good
oh,
morning.
so you need Shweta as well.
Good
and everybody
morning,
then.
Daddy.
Okay. So,
Did you have a good sleep? I had a wonderful sleep. I had a dream
so I did speak
about
with Bree this morning.
cleaning.
She is comfortable opening up
So
herself.
I want to clean
So, and I told her I will now spread her
everything today.
throughout the week.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Lovely.
You-
And then if I
do you-
have
do you wanna
this new
skip
guy,
school
if he works
today?
out, I will have him
Yes,
back up.
I want to skip school and spend the day cleaning with you.
Lovely.
That's so nice. That's so. What do you think about mommy? She's mean. I know she can be mean sometimes, can't she?
Tell her what's on your
Oh,
Christmas.
Wednesday.
Okay. Okay, so I think for me that's pretty much it. Just make sure you guys, for the thing with Impact, you need to make sure that you stay on top of asking questions and holding her accountable to those calls, okay? So she needs to roll it out once she has it approved, right? So Bridget,
Good
I
morning.
just told you without telling you that you were going to be the selling specialist on management.
Morning.
Just because
Good morning, Daddy. Did you have a good sleep? I had a wonderful sleep. I had a dream about cleaning. So I want to clean everything today. Oh, that sounds wonderful.
we're going to call it.
Do you want to skip school today?
So it doesn't
Yes, I want to skip school and spend the day cleaning with you. That's so nice. That's so.
I'm not calling it negotiation, I'm calling it like in the ask.
That's
And
so
then what you guys
nice.
can do is, once it's done for yours, Bridget, yours will not be a
That's so.
trainer for selling specialist. Maybe you can evolve it of like what the education
What do you think about?
or like what the fit brand, maybe it's a conversion to like
What do you think about mommy?
that's
She's mean. I know she can be mean sometimes, can't she?
I'm just in it because I want to see how it evolves in the West and do not want to waste
Almost every day. So it's time.
so
Yeah,
this is
so it's
just
so it's time to wakey wakey. When are you waking on a bird? Bird. I don't know, I'm just being silly. Okay.
I pretty much said it's a hard no for me, so I found it for 24 hours, and I was like, it's a hard no for me. And then so initially they wanted to come into the territory and grade you on your selling skills and drills, and like how you convert the client, and
So it's time to wakey wakey.
I
When are you waking on a bird?
for my leadership team, because the reason why you guys
Good morning.
That's always been transparent with you.
You know, look. Good morning. Look. Good morning. Good morning, Daddy. Did you have a good sleep? I had a wonderful sleep. I had a dream about cleaning. So I want to clean everything today. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Do you want to skip
Come here.
school today?
Watch this.
I don't hear him.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Because I 100% feel the same way. I'm like, well then why
So
would you
it's
choose
time
it?
to
Like,
wakey
make it make
wakey.
sense. Like, that's just rude.
Good morning. Good morning, Daddy. Did you have a good sleep? I had a wonderful sleep. I had a dream about cleaning.
Why? Because you suck at selling and we don't.
So
Like
I want to
that's in my
clean
mind like what I'm thinking.
Oh, everything today. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Do you want to skip school today? Yes, I want to skip school and spend the day cleaning with you. That's so nice. What do you think about mommy? She's mean. I know, she can be mean sometimes, can't she? Almost every day.
Dad, what do you?
Once I've seen the program, what I want to see.
Are you still editing it?
I think it's done.
So it's time to wakey wakey. When are you get out of bed? Good morning. Good morning, Daddy. Did you have a good sleep? I had a wonderful sleep. I had a dream about cleaning. So I want to clean everything today. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Do you want to skip school today? Yes, I want to skip school and spend the day cleaning with you. That's so nice. What do you think about mommy? She's mean. I know, she can be mean sometimes, can't she? Almost every day. What do you think about mommy? She's mean. I know, she can be mean sometimes, can't she? Almost every day.
No, but
Does that make sense?
Thank you.
Because I have fun to turn your scores around for where we're not getting the profits, where we know we can get the profits, and it's not it's a lack of something probably tied to education, a new routine, desirability, because we haven't educated maybe strongly enough. So I said, let's make this about your guys' communication skills, because for me, public speaking, I can always be better at public speaking, and so can you guys. So I would prefer to us focus working on our level of presenting skills, because if there is something that Danica is super wicked at, it's reading a room, and not going by script. So I would just say, in that context, that's what we learn, but I don't want you to take anything off the table or away from yourselves. But it does mean like you might have to go in, which is perfect. Well, you can go in and you can assess your selling specialist, which means you get to spend the day with them. You can take them for like a little coffee and snack, bunch of minutes. Coffee for sure. Meal making, so that's where I'm going to take it. So you're going to build morale before holiday. Make sense? So, yeah, go in, you can assess them, you can perhaps select one of these topics that you guys are presenting at Summit. So maybe it's converting supplier collection and use which training in store, and then you're on your way. Make sense? Okay. So I just wanted to give you that context in case you try to revert or change it back. I'm not buying it. That's it. Like, that's all. Sometimes we get these crazy, stupid ideas. Yes, I said it.
And
I said it.
it was Danica's idea to do this or Chris's?
It was Danica's.
Like, I'm not gonna say nothing. Let me not say
No, it's just like sometimes what I've seen happen is when people haven't effectively made change or done things effectively, it bleeds out everywhere, right?
Mhm.
Like you shoot a hole in the ship, your ship is gonna sink.
Right.
But the solution is not to shoot more holes in the ship, and that's what that's the point. That's what the process of that. We're not no hard pass. Won't do it. Won't participate in it. And won't make my team do it. And I said it like a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, no hard pass. Not doing it. This is the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard. It's redundant.
Thank you again.
So just sometimes it's not appropriate to take something off of the table that's been on the table the whole time. So it was a really silly idea. I know I said stupid and I shouldn't have said that, so there was no love and light in my heart when I said that. But there is love and light in my heart. I just wanted to be, whenever people wrote I wanted to be effective. So to be communicated on what the further roll of this looks like, but I was telling Mom about it, well, when are you going to roll it out? I'm like, 2026. She's like, isn't that late? No, because I'm not going to half-ass accreditation. And I think, Bridget, you were there as a scouting specialist. Ariel, you presented, but like, tell me what Danica really brought to the table for that.
We did all the, as far as I'm concerned, we did 80% of the talking. And I think we did a great job, to be honest.
So the slides that we presented to you, you should have seen Rich, you should have seen the slide before that. Your dad would have loved it. Dad would have loved that. Okay? Because you know where I was going with this, okay? The only thing that was missing was like, you know, that guy goes, you know that guy?
Oh my god, I can like picture it in my head perfectly.
Like, I don't know what she's looking for. I'm very interested.
I think that sometimes ideas are put onto the table from our counterparts, but they're not realistic ideas for us. And so that is always been our challenge and our reality of things is like, okay, you might need that, but like, don't need that opportunity. And I even said, I'm like, you know what my team needs? They need fundamental technique training to make a forever way. Because technically, when we are presenting, we should be presenting from a fine arts background, like Danny created, because we're Makeup Forever. These are the fundamental techniques of Makeup Forever, which give us stuff. But that's too cool, because we need to know when we can break the rules, or we need to know why we can break the rules if we're changing a fundamental technique. So for me, that's what you guys need. Because if you're presenting on stage or a workshop, then it needs to be in that capacity for Makeup Forever. I don't know all of the fundamental techniques, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that our techniques are bad, but if that's the case, if you want to see makeup Sylvia in the Makeup Forever way, I don't. But I can tell you I do my brows. I do my brows first, and then I don't leave them until my eye is done. Because the dust from the shadows.
Okay, boom.
Oh,
no! Okay, boom. Here will be nice and smooth. It's fine. Sit. Here. Okay, wait. Grab this string. Okay. Now sit. Yeah! That was good. Two more times? Okay, hurry up, let's go.
Questions, concerns, I thought this is I appreciate you all. Ask questions. If you need more advertise, make the time in your calendar. Just because it says you're in the store for a set amount of time doesn't mean you can take 2 hours here or 2 hours there. So make sure you update it in Bola, okay? So I understand how much people want it. So you can do Sherway 11 to 5, and then from 5:30 to 7 at the temple. Just give you an example.
See, that's another thing I didn't. No, well, first of all, no, because I only. Obviously, I wait till booking is open, but I do it on admin day because admin day is admin day. So I'm like, that was the other thing. So now that I know, that will be done on the day.
So if booking happens on the next day, not after day, you take your first
Hour.
2 hours
Yeah.
in the morning or whatever it's going to take for you to book out your
Yeah.
most prevalent door. You don't have to do all your doors, just be your top doors. Education and sales support booked, 1 in 1, and then you can always window dress and add more.
Okay.
If there's room later on.
Got it. See, and that's why you ask questions.
Yeah, nothing set in stone.
Okay.
Guys, so that's why I say, if you need the time, because trust me, all my work, when I first started, I only did 1 hour a day. And I have this pretty much the same amount of work then as I do now. And like now I have 3 hours, but now I have 3 hour days a week because there's no way I could get it done if I didn't.
Dude, I didn't even know. Like when I first started scheduling, I don't know if I told you this, Bridget, but I said to Angie, I was like, I'm scheduling for me and Morgan, and it was like my first time, so I was like, I'm overwhelmed. Like it's taking me like 4 or 5 hours to do like I don't even know, like 2 weeks, and I'm like, how do you do this for like 10 of us? Like I couldn't even believe what you do sometimes. Like it's insane.
That's why I came in and I make errors because like sometimes you're doing things and then a distraction happens, someone calls you,
Yeah.
a text comes through, whatever, and then I like make something up that's like, I'm kidding. But it's a lot to try to organize. Even like your RFS, making sure we're not double booked or we're overlapping too much because exactly what's happening to you, Bridget, right now, I've experienced this before. So that's why I try to keep it as like, you know, full back as possible.
The August one, and at least try to book it on the day that I'm leaving for my mission trip.
Did you ask her to move it?
Yeah, I sent her like right before we got on. Like I said, hey, change it now, please.
Yeah, exactly. So we just have to. Okay,
Also,
guys.
sorry that I hope you got my text, but sorry that I respond to you late sometimes. As long as you're okay with that, know that I'm not ignoring you. You should know that. But for whatever. No, I know. I just, you know me. It's my, you know. it's my
Anxiety.
anxiety. It's that. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Like Angie knows that I have like, I think I do have anxiety disorder. Matt's laughing like in the back. He's like, oh yeah, you do.
No.
I'm the person that I have to respond. I have to explain myself. I have to give detail. That's just who I am. So. Okay.
I never respond because it wasn't a big deal.
Okay, no. Just sometimes you don't respond, and I'm like, did she get it? Did she not get it? I got her text late, and like, you just, yeah, that's what goes on in my head.
Don't worry. I've called you guys many times on your day off. I will never hold it against you. Just like you will call me many times on my day off.
I know. I try not to. And I hope you had the best weekend. I know that's off side stuff, but I hope you guys had a great time. It was Jay's birthday, right? Yeah.
How's he feeling?
Is he okay? Is he like still recovering and like from stuff or?
Yeah, but the worst part is like he quit smoking. So
Withdrawal? Yeah, I believe it.
I love, he's my best friend. Right in my heart. But right now, he's like he's sabotaging everything because he wants to smoke so bad. Like I think he's being so egotistically fun. And so like when I'm trying to have like coaching conversations with things, the way that so my son put the house back on the shelf, not in the side of the door where the condiment section was.
Okay.
And my husband was losing his mind. Like he was literally losing his mind and like yelling. And not at anyone in particular, but it was like I was here so he was not me, essentially is kind of how it felt. But he wasn't being like, why did you do this? He was like making sure everyone in the household could hear him. I'm like, babe, it's how he knows. And our 12-year-old son put away the table last night after hamburgers and hot dogs. So like, our 12-year-old son, his brain doesn't chronologically organize how the work is done. And don't forget, my husband was a chef for a very long time. He has been thinking system.
That's
And
crazy.
it's not a big deal to me, so I refuse to learn the system because I say to him, you are taking away your own peace and joy by hyper-focusing on the jalapenos being on the top shelf and not the condiment drawer or section of the fridge.
it.
because I'm so calm. And talking about it, it's like, why are you talking like that? Oh, because I need you to calm down. Like, not yell, just calm down. Why are you yelling? Just speak. So I said to him, I feel like you're sabotaging things because you want to smoke so bad. That you want me to, you know what? You want to be happy? I can't do this anymore. Go outside and smoke. Guess what, mister? Guess what's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's just the anger seeping through into other things when because it hasn't. There's no getting what he wants. That's all it is.
So I told him, if you start smoking again, the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy myself a sleeping bag. That's it. I don't care how much it costs. I'm getting the one I want. It's a fantastic marketing tactic, Angie. So
She's gonna buy a what?
Forever. Ever, ever, and ever. Okay? But anyway, so my husband, this is the thing. So if this was your jaw, and then like your teeth were coming up here, so I'll put my hands this way. So the tips of my fingers are teeth. His jaw didn't break, like his jaw didn't break up and down this way. His jaw goes this way. So it opened like a sandwich. Yeah.
Well, I can't even comprehend like what that means. So like his jaw like split like inside, like in the bone.
This is like
Your jaw.
right?
Yeah.
This is your jaw. So it's not like his jaw, like this is the bone.
So you're talking about like it didn't go this way. It literally went like that way or like
So-
out.
So here's my teeth.
Okay. Yeah.
His jaw.
So it overextended basically.
Like
Like a snake. Like it just like too much.
so.
Is it like the thing from Stranger Things where like all the teeth come out like that? Like
I love how we're trying to like figure this out. This is
the trigger now.
I'm just so
This was his jaw, and so his teeth come up like this, right?
yeah.
His jaw.
So it like split.
Oh yeah, like butterfly. His jaw, butterfly. So the bone grafting surgeries that need to happen is like you can't cast that or like bring it like back together. You have to bone graft it. And then the other messed up part is with bone grafting, shards of bone afterwards will like come up and don't get to the set of the grafting. So that he's just like all of a sudden like shards
Spitting out
of bone
bone?
coming out. Yeah.
And where are they taking this bone from?
It is a fun
Like his leg?
quad. I think I just
Like his shin?
It's just like it's like donated.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh my god.
let me know your thoughts
I can't.
on all.
It's that or cow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing.
That's the question.
They were all knocked out. So his tongue, your tongue will grow and contract. So right now his tongue is like growing. So what they did was they have like this type of Invisalign that's meant to keep his sandwich like open jaw a little together. But because he was without teeth for so long, his tongue is too big for his mouth when the Invisalign thing is like in.
Okay, today we're looking at a custom build for Levster.
So until his tongue shrinks, which will take the next 8 to 12 weeks, because that's how long his tongue has been growing for.
It was a very good
So
day.
to the next
I love my customers.
So wait, if you didn't have teeth, your tongue would grow? It would just like
Yeah, your tongue takes up space in your mouth.
like wider then. So it's kind of like your
Yeah, like that.
like your teeth are a barrier that prevents
Fun
it
for a
from.
bit.
That is
Why?
like kind of new. I didn't know that.
And your barrier to stop moving. So like,
Oh my
maybe
gosh.
drool, because there's no teeth, is when they start to get all of their teeth.
Okay, today we're looking at a
That's so interesting.
So even for him, he's always like, that's all you can hear. And, not,
I I just learned so much in like the past 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm just like, what? What do you mean your tone grows? Like, what? I mean, you and me both.
It's Invisalign though, because I call it Invisalign, I don't really know what it is. It kind of looks like an Invisalign. So they put teeth, like his missing teeth, like in the actual Invisalign. So like,
Just paint them white, paint the Invisalign white, and then
Battery
cracks
tray
in
has
the
a
middle.
hole so that if
but yeah, so it's fine.
Oh my
So
god.
like, I'm like, oh, I see your two fingers now. Like, that's what teeth look like, you know, from Cars toe meter.
I'm dead. Okay, and I have one more work question.
in Toronto lately it's
Do
like
you know if we would be
we can't know-
presenting on the first day of summit or the second day? I would assume the second day. Okay. Okay, because I'm like, I would like to come in and just kind of
I
chill.
have to say I love these biodegradable.
You're gonna talk about your topics, so like,
Okay, it's not like an hour thing. Okay.
so, Mia was supposed to be talking about converting to foreign collection, and now all of a sudden she's like, talking about
Mama.
converting in general, which is gonna be weird because I wanted to talk about converting to trend. I think that yours are
Cleaning.
someone who's very impacted the store because you provide demo
Hey, I spent a whole day designing something. The thing.
components. So
But I am honest. I'm also honest. I will not justify a client's opinion because they will be right. That's another thing. Oh, I absolutely will.
I designed. I designed.
I did.
maybe the most recent time you were like,
I designed it. I designed a new It's that thing's basically like a little 3D print robot. So you 3D print on it, and then afterwards you do it on. Right.
Ooh, and then you put it up on
And this battery holes so that if you need to use that part, you also need to fit out the hole. I have 3 wraps in it. And this battery wraps in it. And this battery tray has a hole so that if you need to
Of
use
course,
that
no,
part,
of
it
course.
goes
So like
around.
very simply and
Just
quickly,
like
like
it does
the
there.
glosses, for example. Like the West is going on about how I don't know. I sell the gloss no problem,
Just
and for
like it
me,
does there.
I convert lots of like the Fenty jellyfish one
What
has
was
because the
When
Fenty
you-
now
when
has
you
the
started
blue
cleaning this?
glitter, and Dior has always had the blue
Okay,
glitter. And there's no secret in converting it. If you just swatch it side by side, ours is so much juicier. The glitter is finer. There's not an over amount of glitter. So like all these things.
so like if you're gonna use the gloss as one of your demos or sensorial demos, we'll have to purchase each of those glosses so that you can use this in your presentation.
Okay. I'm just but there's no like special demo. Like I just say like this will give you the same effect. It's not overly glittery. The glitter is microfinely milled and you get just more juiciness. There is no real demo, and then you have to client try it on and or they compare it.
Okay,
with.
today we're looking at
And
a
that's
custom
it.
build for Levster. I didn't build it on stream, at least not on this channel, because it was a difficult build. Yeah, I think that this build would be best with 802, 2500, especially for 1S. But he likes the torque of the bigger motors, so we got the 1002s on there. But the cords were 1002s on there. But the cords were a little too short, so I had to extend them all. So it was a bit of a nightmare build, like everything. And now we're gonna see how it flies. But he has a pile of 1S batteries, so he should be able to charge a pile of them and have some fun. I think that probably there's new HQ props. I would probably go with the new Hyperlight HQ bi-blades, maybe. I don't know. These are the Hyperlight HQ bi-blades, maybe. I don't know. These are the what are these for? These are for the Meteor 75 Pro. This can fit up to a 2-inch prop, so I don't know what 2-inch props would be like either. But we're trying it out on these, and we'll go for a rip and see how it feels. Also, I designed this. I have in 20 degrees and in 30 degrees. It's really neat. It goes around so you can use electronics that have USB. And then we also designed this. I had kind of two designs and Blue helped me put them together. So Blue, it was a collaborator. I had kind of two designs and Blue helped me put them together. So Blue, it was a collaborator. It was a collaborative event. So we have a toilet tank so that when you hit the battery, doesn't go flying out. And this also has a gap so that you'd be able to put USB there. So now this is basically our 1S setup for the Whisper frame. And these are available for you to order.
Do you have like anyone
Very, very
like
nice.
a brand in mind that you actually admire for the event? Like, are you
And
like,
these
oh my
are
God, wow. Like,
and these are available for you to order.
Like everyone is doing the most, especially at Eaton Center now. Like
Very, very nice.
Like the setups are insane. I don't know about on your end, Bridget,
Yay.
because now that FSC has.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they brought the whole like the
Okay,
whole
let's go
harp
rip.
thing. And I'm like,
This is
that thing costs like $1,000.
This is our
to make,
maiden.
Probably. I don't even know.
Also, buddy, I don't really direct solder anymore like this. Like that only happens if the plug falls off or something and I have to. I always cut the plug and do it like that because I find it to be way
Yeah,
safer.
like,
And when I'm building stuff, like I don't want to break
visuals and
electronics, and it's
everything,
actually
like,
easier
it
to solder
looks
because
beautiful,
the
but
posts
does
I
it
split them apart. So
really
the
make a
two are split to the
difference?
side, and then there's the middle one,
No.
and that keeps it kind of safe. It also makes it easier for you to solder if anything comes undone. And it's still direct soldered. It's just the plugs aren't fully off because I've broken at least like 6 boards direct soldering. So I just feel safer doing this. And that might help you too if you've destroyed a pile of boards by just going directly to the board. I made a video, I believe, on how to do that, so I'm going to link that right here so you can check it out. It also makes it easier for posts. Also, buddy.
Do you know if YSL is doing good on their pop-up? Does anybody know?
I asked about the people at the Square One. They said they're doing great, but they give me like
A number?
like their.
I feel like I don't know. I honestly don't know how to do it. I feel like I see like one person there, 2 people there, and it's very like quiet. Like I don't see a lot of, you know.
The only things I see like
Mm.
but like during the week, like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's
Eaton
what
Center's
they're
got a strong pop-up doors. That's the big. No one will invest when 2 people, 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
Center's got strong pop-up doors.
Okay, that's enough for today. Toodaloo.